I get no kick from champagne.
All right, cats and kittens, grab your fedoras and light up a Lucky Strike. We're diving headfirst into the wildest bromance Hollywood ever cooked up. Dean Martin, the king of cool, that slick Italian crooner who could charm the pants off a nun with a wink and a whiskey, and Jerry Lewis, the rubber-faced goofball, the human tornado who turned slapstick into symphony. Together, they were dynamite in a tuxedo, unstoppable, unhinged, and utterly unforgettable. But behind the laughs and the lights, a bond thicker than blood, a bust-up meaner than a mob shakedown, and secrets that'd make your Nona blush. This ain't just their story. It's the American dream on roller skates, rags to riches, feuds to forgiveness, and a legacy that's still swinging in 2025. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a 20-minute joyride through the golden age of showbiz. Let's roll. Dean Martin was one of a kind, no cap. Born Dino Paul Crocetti on June 7, 1917, in the Rust Belt armpit of Ohio to a couple of hard-working Italian immigrants. Pops was a barber by day, razor by trade. Little Dino, shy as a mouse in a cat factory, stammering through school with that thick accent that had the bullies circling like sharks at a luau, whop this, dago that. It was rougher than a 3-day bender. Dropped out pronto, hustling at the steel mill with Dad, sweating bullets for peanuts. But Dino? He had stars in his eyes, not slag in his veins. Prohibition was raging, and bootlegging booze seemed like the fast track to Easy Street. Dodging the feds, rubbing elbows with wise guys, yeah, that life put some gravel in his growl. All that schoolyard scrapping toughened him up like cheap leather, so why not cash in? Enter Kid Crochet. Sounds like a cuddly puppet. But nah, that was Dino's ring name, bare-knuckling it in smoky gyms for chump change. Prize fighting? Swell gig till the bruises pile up higher than your bar tab. So he splits for the Big Apple, crashing in a rat trap apartment with his other Italian punk, Sonny King. Dreaming of spotlights, paying the rent with, well, let's just say they turned their pad into an underground slugfest. Bare-knuckle brawls for bucks. New Yorkers paying to watch two mooks pound each other silly. Dino's thinking, this gig's a drag. I'd rather sing than swing. Lucky break. He scores a spot in a mob-run speakeasy, croupier by night, card shark by default. But the real hustle? Entertaining the high rollers with tunes. No more facing off with fists, now it's crooning, like Bing Crosby on a bender. Mimicking Perry Como, belting out standards till the tips flowed like Chianti. Joined Sammy Watkins' band, steady gigs, steady green, but still going by Dino Martini. Anti-Italian BS? It was killing his vibe. Watkins pulls him aside. Kid, ditch the I, go Dean Martin. Sounds like $1 million. Boom. Dean Martin was born, and the world was about to eat it up like spaghetti carbonara. Married young at 24 to Betty McDonald, a sweet broad who dug the struggling lounge lizard. 4 kids later, Craig, Claudia, Gail, Dina, but fame's a fickle dame. As Dean's star climbed, Betty bailed in 49, leaving him full custody. She wanted Dino, not Dean, the tabloids whispered. Ouch. But Dean? He bounced back quicker than a bad check. Wed Jean Beager, an Orange Bowl queen, months later. 24 years of ups and downs, 3 more kids. Dean Paul, Ricci, Gina. Family man under the booze hound facade. But hold the phone, folks. This tale needs its other half. Enter Jerry Lewis, the pint-sized powerhouse, born Joseph Levitch on March 16, 1926 in Newark, New Jersey. Showbiz royalty from the jump. Mom and pops were vaudeville vets dragging little Joey on stage before he could tie his shoelaces. By 5, he's drumming in their act. By teens, he's a solo comic, tumbling through Borscht Belt hotels like a human pinball. Skinny as a rail, voice like a foghorn, but that face, pure gold. Twisted it into 1,000 mugs, from lovesick puppy to deranged dentist. Jerry was the kid who made him laugh to forget the depression blues. Fate's a funny broad. Mid-1940s, Dean's gigging at the Glass Hat Club in NYC, straight man supreme, crooning smooth as silk. In bounces Jerry, this hyperactive comic with energy for days, barman his set, but stealing the joint with sheer chaos. Dean spots him. This nut's got something. Jerry's thinking, that cool cat's my ticket. They chat over smokes. Dean's all chill. Jerry's a whirlwind. Boom. Ad hoc duo. No script, no plan, just vibes. Their bond? Instant fireworks. Jerry idolized Dean like a big bro. Dean dug Jerry's fire, calling him my monkey with a smirk. Offstage? Thick as thieves. Late night gab sessions, sharing dreams over burgers and brews. Jerry, Dean's the straight arrow. I'm the loony loop. Dean, kid, you make me look good, and that's saying something. Debut night in Atlantic City, 46, total wipeout. Crowds colder than a mobster's heart. Club owner, fix it or you're fired, wife guys. Huddled in the alley like two schnooks in a heist gone south, they wing it. Dean croons a ballad, Jerry crashes in the pratfalls, chairs flying, faces pulled, ad-libs zinging like, hey Dino, you sing like my ex, flat and forgettable. Crowd loses it. From disaster to dynamite overnight. Martin and Lewis, the hottest ticket east of the Mississippi. Gigs pile up. Copacabana, Ed Sullivan, 48, TV debut, nation goes gaga. These two, they're the cat's pajamas. Hollywood calls. First flick, My Friend Irma, 1949, 75K split, chump chain for the Chaos Kings. But their agent, a shark, locks in a Paramount deal, one pick a year, full creative control, veto power on everything. Millions roll in. 16 films follow. At War with the Army, Sailor Beware, The Stooge. On screen, electric. Dean's the suave straight man, eye-rolling at Jerry's antics. Jerry's the clunts supreme, idolizing Dean like a starstruck swain. Off-screen, Bond, deeper than the Hudson. Jerry, Dean was my anchor, cool, calm, my everything. They'd rehearse till dawn, crackin' wise. Jerry, you're nuts. Dean, you're smooth, but I make you shine. Critics raved, Lewis carries it. Dean seethed quiet-like, but for the fans, magic. Jerry's life mirrored the madness. Wed Patty Palmer in 44, 6 boys, Gary, musician, Beach Boys ties, Ronald, Scott, Christopher, Anthony, Joseph. Showbiz pulled him every which way, but family grounded him, mostly. Jerry's pain, chronic. Childhood spinal meningitis left him limping, back surgeries galore. But that fire, unquenchable. MDA Telethons, his crusade, raising billions for kids like him. But every high has a hangover. By 54, cracks show. Dean's itching to croon solo, mix it up. Jerry's the boss, sticking to the formula. I'm the funny one. Critics pile on. Lewis is the genius, Martin's just the foil. Bummer for Dean, he's no second banana. Photo shoot for Look Mag, they crop him out. Jerry's solo on the cover. Blood boils. Hollywood or bust, 1956, last hurrah, sets a powder keg. No chit-chat off camera. Dean's checked out, Jerry's pushing. Final blow, Dean snaps. To me, you're nothing but a fucking dollar sign, you greedy gonif. Boom! July 25th, 1956, exactly 10 years to the day they teamed up, Split City. Fans wail, tabloids feast. Jerry, he'll fade without me. Dean, silent swagger. Truth time, dolls. Years later, Jerry spills in Dean and Me, A Love Story, 2005, I was a prima donna prick. Success swelled my head bigger than my ego. Treated Dean like dirt. My bad, all day. Hidden secret? Their act had that unspoken sizzle, bromance with a wink, live TV kiss on Colgate Comedy Hour, censors flipped, fans swooned. Rumors swirled, too close for straights? Nah, just chemistry cranked to 11. Jerry later confessed, I loved him fierce, like a brother, a lover in laps. Dean forgave quiet, but the scar lingered. Post-split, both soar. Dean links with Sinatra, Rat Pack royalty. Frank, Sammy, Joey, Peter. Vegas, Palace's bow. Summit at the Sands. Dean's the boozy charmer, apple juice in his glass. Real deal? Nah, he was the early bird home to the kids. The Dean Martin Show, 1965 to 1974, 264 episodes of improv gold. Italian curses fly. Madonna! NBC mailbags overflow, but ratings through the roof. No rehearsals? Clause in his contract. Golf all week? Tape Fridays. Lovable lush? Act, but Smoke's real killer. Jerry, directing masterpieces, The Nutty Professor, 1963, The Bellboy, MDA King, Telethon's His Crusade. But family feuds brew. Patty splits 80 after infidelities. 6 sons sidelined. Remarries Sandy Marks. Daughter Danielle arrives. Hidden Edward? Jerry's cruelty. Barked at crew. Ghosted kids. 2017 will. Bombshell. Zilch to the first 6 sons. All to Sandy and Danny. Intentional, he wrote. Sons howl. We raise millions for him. He cuts us cold. Dark side of the clown.
Dean, mob whispers chase him. Sinatra's ties, that alleged fling with Meyer Lansky's daughter Sandra while Jean's pregnant. No families when we're together, she spilled in memoirs. Steamy, scandalous. Dean, the family man, busted. 20 years radio silence, enter Frank the Fixer. 76 MDA Telethon. Jerry's hostin', pouring heart out. Sinatra grins. Hey kid, got a buddy who loves your stick. Dean shuffles on, cigarette dangling. Jerry freezes, then waterworks. Embrace like long-lost brothers. Dino! Jur! Fans melt. Bond reboots. Calls, visits, laughs. Dean, water under the bridge, old kook. Lasts till the end. Dean's heartbreaker. Son, Dino Paul Jr., fighter pilot, tennis pro, mini Dean. 87 crash over San Gorgonio, MIA, then wreckage. Dean crumbles. Psychics hired. Reagan spy plane scrambled. Grief guts him. Retires tours early. Ghosts stadiums for small clubs. Ain't the same without my boy, he mutters. Family? Dean's 8. Craig, 83, producer, low-key legend. Gail, 72, painter with flair. Deanna, 77, touring singer keeping memories are made of this alive. Gina, 71, private but proud. Claudia, Ricci, Dino Jr., gone too soon. Sasha, 41, from third wife Catherine, quickie marriage, 72-75, age gap drama, stays out of lights, but family tight in 2025. Deanna's book, Memories Are Made of This, bestseller, touring Vegas. Dad was cool, but home, all heart. Jerry's 7, first 6 from Patsy. Gary, 81, rocker. Ronald, 80s, biz guy. Scott, 70s, behind the scenes. Christopher, 70s, quiet. Anthony and Joseph, deceased young. Strained, will rift lingers, but some men fences post-2017. Danielle, 40s, the golden child, advocates MDA. Jerry's legacy, billions raised, but family? He made us laugh and cry, Gary says. Dean's fade. Smokes catch up, lung cancer, 93. Refuses knife, let it ride. Christmas Day, 95, 78 years young, slips away at home. Last words to press, Merry Christmas, ya mugs. Poetic, peaceful, no drama, just Dino signing off. Lights dim on the strip, world weeps. Jerry bows out August 20th, 1791, heart failure. Final stand-up, zinger, a friend in need is a pest. Confessions pre-death, Dean, my soulmate in silliness, forgave me when I didn't deserve it. No big last words, just quiet, reflecting on the monkey and the man. Tie in one more tragic crooner, Bobby Darin, that hepcat swinger, splish splash, Mac the knife, 73 routine teeth cleaning, forgets antibiotics for his bum ticker, rheumatic fever kid, infection explodes, emergency valve replacement flops, dead at 37. One little oversight, poof, gone. Lesson? Even kings gotta watch the fine print. Like Dean smokes, Jerry's grudges. Timeless voices, ain't they? Dean's velvet pipes, Jerry's manic mirth echoing through generations, reminding us, laugh hard, love fierce, forgive fast. In 2025, with AI crooning and TikToks twisting, these two, still the gold standard. Their bond, proof feuds fade, but family, blood are chosen, endures. If this tale hit you like a pratfall to the heart, smash that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into the Rat Pack, the Borscht Belt, and beyond. Drop a comment, Dean or Jerry, who's your fave? Hit the bell. Next up, Sinatra Secrets. Grazie, and keep it cool, cats.